Africa, the cradle of mankind, and arguably the mother of beautiful sunsets. From Cape Town to Mount Kilimanjaro and deserts that show off dunes and beautiful vistas, walk with us as we show Africa for what a beauty it is. When the locals call it Mosi Oatunya, the smoke that thunders, you know you're in for a spectacle. The sunset here turns the cascading water into liquid gold. Sure, your hair might get frizzy from the mist, but who cares when the view's this majestic? Pro tip, don't attempt to chase the rainbow. It's not going anywhere. Imagine a sunset so epic that it makes you forget how tired you are from the hike, or at least how tired you would be if you attempted it. Kilimanjaro doesn't just sit there, it looms dramatically, catching all the sunset glow. It's like the mountain knows it's the star of the show and is unapologetically basking in the limelight. A sunset over the delta feels like stepping into a living watercolor. Picture pinks, purples, and oranges reflecting off winding waterways, with birds flying across the sky in perfect synchronization. Then suddenly, splash! Oh, that's just a hippo reminding you who really owns the place. The Sahara at sunset looks like the world's largest art installation. The dunes shift color faster than you can say magic hour. Sure, you'll find sand in places you didn't know existed, but the photos you'll take, worth every gritty detail. Ever seen a mountain that wears a tablecloth of clouds? Add a sunset, and it's basically a Michelin star experience for your eyes. From the top, Cape Town's coastline glows like a dream. Just hold on to your phone. The wind up there has a habit of claiming souvenirs. The sun sets over rolling plains dotted with acacia trees, and somewhere in the distance, a lion is yawning majestically. The scene is so cinematic, you half expect David Attenborough to narrate. And if a wildebeest photobombs your shot, that's just part of the charm. Watching the sunset here feels like watching nature's bowl of life get tucked in for the night. Herds of zebra and wildebeest wander the crater floor as the sky turns to sherbet shades. You'll feel like an extra in The Lion King, minus the singing warthogs. These dunes are the divas of the desert. They're tall, dramatic, and love a good spotlight. As the sun sets, they light up in shades of red and orange so vibrant, you'll wonder if someone turned the saturation all the way up. Warning, climbing them might make your calves hate you. This isn't just any canyon, it's a green canyon. The sunset here blends rugged cliffs with lush foliage and a golden glow that makes everything look like a screensaver. Don't look down too long though, you might miss the monkeys stealing your snacks. As the sun dips, the lake becomes a giant mirror reflecting the sky's every whim. Fishermen paddle their boats in silhouette, and the air is so calm you'll swear you've reached enlightenment. Until, of course, a fish leaps out of the water and gives you a surprise splash. Serengeti sunsets are so epic they could have their own soundtrack. The sun seems to sink straight into the savanna, casting long shadows over the plains. Meanwhile, a giraffe strolls by like it's auditioning for a nature documentary. Ancient engineering meets modern-day wonder as the setting sun paints the pyramids in hues of gold and bronze. If you squint hard enough, you might even see the ghosts of pharaohs nodding in approval. The kind of sunset where you almost hear the waves whispering, "Relax, you're on island time." Add in a cocktail with a tiny umbrella, and you're living your best life. Just watch out for that hermit crab eyeing your drink. The canyon's rugged cliffs and twisting turns make it the drama queen of Namibia. As the sun sets, it feels like the earth itself is blushing. This is the kind of place where you contemplate life, or at least how you're going to caption your Instagram post. Sunset cruises on the Chobe River? Yes, please. The water sparkles, the elephants line up for a bath, and the sky does its best impression of a kaleidoscope. Just don't lean too far over the edge. You're not the top of the food chain here. Two oceans, one sunset, and you standing dramatically at the edge of the world. It's like something out of an epic fantasy novel, except you're probably wearing hiking boots instead of a cape. Watching the sunset over Marrakech's bustling square is a sensory overload. The golden light mixes with the smell of sizzling kebabs and the sound of street performers. If chaos could be beautiful, this would be it. A literal lava lake glowing beneath a dramatic sunset? Talk about setting the bar high. It's thrilling, slightly terrifying, and utterly unforgettable, just like the friend who insists on dragging you to extreme adventures. This lake is so vast, it feels like you're watching the sunset at the edge of the ocean. Fishermen's boats dot the water, silhouetted against fiery skies. Just don't forget your mosquito repellent. Those little guys have no appreciation for beauty. A hauntingly beautiful mix of shipwrecks, sand, and sunsets that make you feel like you've wandered into an apocalyptic dream. It's eerie, it's breathtaking, and yes, it's absolutely worth the sandstorm you might encounter. Africa's sunsets are more than just pretty skies. They're full-on productions, complete with wildlife cameos, dramatic lighting, and a side of adventure.